Hello, everyone. Welcome to, in today's edition, the whiskey review. I will be doing a bourbon, Redemption High Rye Bourbon. Now, high rye bourbon means, as you all know, or if you don't, from a previous one of my two videos, a bourbon has to be classified as 51% corn. It can't have any added coloring in it. Aged for at least 2 years, I believe. And then, of course, all the other mash that builds up in it can be anything other. So being that it's a high rye bourbon means that there's a distinguishing amount of rye in it. In fact, there's 36% rye in here. Hello, welcome to the show. How are you? So this is a mash of 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% barley, and it's aged in new charred oak barrels. It's 92% proof or 46% alcohol. This is batch number 112. Redemption is bringing back rye to its pre-prohibition glory. Our high rye bourbon whiskey is made with corn and a high content of rye to ensure complexity and balance. Join the rye revival. Distilled in Indiana heartland, bottled by Redemption Barrel Selections out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Aged no less than 1 year. Okay, so I guess it doesn't necessarily, I guess the aging difference is something that doesn't necessarily have to be one way or another. But anyway, this is what the bottle looks like. Their old bottles are kind of this long, tubey, weird shaped thing. And I think they just decided to redo it. So this is their Redemption High Rye Bourbon. I don't have the current rye with me right now. That is something I do want to get, though. But I do want to show you some other bourbons I have for you coming up before I review this one. I have Larceny, a Johnny Fitzgerald bourbon. I have that coming up for you all. I have Backbone Bourbon Pry, which is a blended bourbon whiskey. I have a Makers I'm going to do for you all, the Makers 46, and a few others I can't remember offhand. I've got quite a few whiskeys to come up. I've got a good collection, enough that I think definitely can get me through the end of the year. So you'll see me probably do another 2 or 3 episodes before the end of the year. And then in the next year, hopefully we can get one running, like I said, maybe once or twice a month. Anyway, the coloring is not something I'm too quite familiar with right now with the bourbon. I mean, this does have like a nice sort of golden color to it. Maybe just a little hint of brown. Kind of like maybe like a somewhat bronze shaped color. Getting a lot of I get just a hint of like ethanol on the nose, which really fades quickly. But just kind of like after you just pump your gas tank, you kind of get that fumes. Although it's not as harsh as sometimes when you pump your gas, but I am getting a lot of smokiness, a little bit of smokiness from being at dry, maybe from the charred barrels. I am getting a little bit of like berry in there, like a sweet berry or a sweet oak. a little bit of vanilla, some pepper, black pepper. Well, let me taste first and then see if I get anything else coming back to it. Ooh. Hmm. Wow. Definitely get some sweet notes on here. Some vanilla. Some like, ooh. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that definitely like a little bit of a sweet note on there. But really, like I said, that vanilla, maybe like a I don't know, I'm getting some like you know what? Kind of like not necessarily like not necessarily like those peppermints that you eat during like the holidays, but just like a average generic mint that you might grab after you leave, maybe like a Indian restaurant or like our fancy restaurant um, that has those mints there. Kind of getting that like minty taste in here. Um, a little bit of spice, a little bit of black pepper. And after coming back to the nose, so like the ethanol smell is pretty much completely gone. And now I don't even get that on the nose, but now coming back, yeah, I am now sort of getting that like that fresh mint on the nose as well. Yeah, definitely getting a little bit of fresh mint on the nose. I'm kind of getting like some other spices. Let it roll around on the tongue a little bit. You see, I think what's surprising is when you kind of chew it and you let it rest on your tongue and you finally swallow. At first, it feels really smooth. It feels like this coating, um, this coating on your tongue that just feels really remarkable, smooth, as if you just had something like a hot chocolate or something. I mean, it doesn't taste like hot chocolate by any means, but kind of like when you drink that hot chocolate, just the feeling of it going down just kind of soothes. And then it really just picks up on this like spiciness that's just really coming off from the rye. And wow, and like the mint, the black pepper, um, a little bit of yeah, and then that vanilla, and maybe even like a little bit of like I don't know. There's like some. I said on the nose like red berry. I don't know. There's kind of like a can't quite tell. It's like a strawberry or like a cranberry, but there's some like sort of red berryness to it. I kind of also get like this hint of fruit note on the palate. Probably because I drink wine all the time, I'm having to get used to the palate. But I mean, just like with whiskey, it's really whatever you're getting. And these are just like notes that are reminding me of other stuff that I've had. So not a very, very it's not bad. Although after you do sort of the spices, after they finally hold on to the tongue, they sort of release really quickly. And now, right now, the taste is sort of now gone. There's really nothing left lingering, except maybe just a few parts on the tongue. Just kind of feel like the bourbon, certain parts of the taste buds on your tongue just kind of really picked up from the rye. It's just kind of feeling like it's leaving like a tiny little hole in the mouth. Not like it's like really burning, but you could definitely tell the taste bud points that really picked this rye up. So, not as long as a finish as my other two that I've had, but still not bad. I mean, the price point's about $25 to $30. 92 proof, so not terribly bad, but kind of average. And if you ever watch any other reviews, sometimes they put water in it. I haven't quite done that yet, especially in my reviews, because I want to try to make it as palatable as possible as it is out of the bottle. If I ever do come across something that I think is really, really heavy in alcohol that I just cannot do, then I may get water and try to review it. But, so just keep that in mind. Adding a couple of drops of water could change this tremendously. It will not only lower the proof, but it may also change the taste tremendously. It may not get so much full spice. It may make it a little bit more sweeter, may make it a little bit more smoother. So those are the type of things you need to be cautious of when you drink whiskey, because adding stuff can definitely change the taste of it. And I just kind of do it as it is. Then let you all be up to your own devices of how you drink your whiskey. You can let me know in the comments as well if you notice any changes or what you pick up. If you had ice or a couple drops of water, I would love to know. Sometimes I do the same thing off camera. I had a couple little drops when I'm having something, just kind of see how does it change. And then, so then maybe we compare then. Until then, everyone, I am Ryan the Wine Guy, Ryan Dash the Whiskey Guy. I don't really want to say the whiskey guy just yet. This is only my third whiskey I've reviewed, but hopefully many more to come. I guess rating, I guess a 4 out of 5, because the finish isn't as lingering as I wish it would be. But still decent for the price. I would recommend going out and at least, keeping one on your shelf. Well, until next time, everyone, cheers.